The Girl Who Loved to Read by Kat Evans. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Kat. She loved to spend her days outside in the Florida sun, playing with the neighborhood cats and pretending she was a fairy. She would pretend to flutter her wings like a butterfly. Kat loves to read. She devoured books as if they were essential for survival. Everywhere she went, her face was stuck in a book. Books were an adventure, and they would take her to faraway lands beyond her own imagination and dreams. She was so inspired that she began to write and illustrate her own stories. Her love of reading was so great that it even got her in trouble. She would read instead of paying attention in school. As her class read a story, she had finished the book. Her classmates would giggle as the teacher berated her for not knowing where they were as her turn came up to read aloud. Her mother realized that she was a gifted reader and recognized her love for the arts. She enrolled her in an art magnet school. In this school, she thrived. She found a new love for theater. It combined her love for reading and performing. She was able to cultivate her skills in dancing, acting, as well as singing. She expanded her reading to include scripts and poetry. In high school, her English teacher renewed her spark for creative writing. She also further expanded her reading to include autobiographies, nonfiction books, as well as a new love for short stories. In addition to reading, Kat began creative writing. Now Kat is becoming a teacher. She remembers the excitement of her English teacher as she brought novels, Shakespeare, and memoirs to life. She also remembers her elementary teachers berating her for reading too much. As a mother, she noticed her daughter experiencing similar ups and downs. Her daughter was also a voracious reader. Kat became determined to create an environment in her classroom where her students would have time to read. She wanted them to have a safe space to read and times where they can read alone. She wanted to spark their creativity in the way that her teacher had sparked hers. She wanted to bring books to life and give them an escape from the world. She wanted to inspire their own creativity and teach them the skills to have their own voice and stories heard. Maybe one day, one of her students will be inspired to write a musical, or become a great poet, or simply maintain a love of reading. The end. Meet the author. Mrs. Evans grew up in performance arts magnet schools in South Florida. She is a U.S. Navy veteran. She attended Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, and majored in elementary education. She still loves to read, write, draw and paint, dance, act, and sing. Credits. The art came from www.storybird.com. The music is the song Up the Spout by Matteo Messina from the Juno soundtrack. The words were written by Mrs. Evans.